We're going to turn now to new developments in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Late today, we received a copy of an internal ICE memo authorizing federal agents to forcibly enter homes without a warrant from a judge. The directive was provided to Congress by whistleblowers who say this goes against standard training in the Department of Homeland Security. Tonight, Nicole Sganga has new reporting on how immigrants in Minnesota are responding to what's happening there.
In St. Paul, Minnesota's Hmong Village, empty stalls line a once busy marketplace.
On a normal day, all of these stalls would be open.
It's a sign, the city's mayor explains, of the deeply rooted fear spreading within immigrant communities.
They're afraid to leave their homes. They're afraid to let their children go to school.
Mayor Kaohly Her says that fear has driven naturalized U.S. citizens, including her own parents, to hide in their homes.
When I talk to them and they're telling me they are more afraid now than they were fighting communism in Laos during the secret war.
Top Homeland Security officials have declared Operation Metro Surge, laser focused on arresting what DHS calls the worst of the worst. Convicted felons and violent offenders accusing Minnesota officials of not cooperating.
Since President Trump took office 1 year ago today, the state of Minnesota has released nearly 500 criminal aliens who were in police or state custody rather than turning them over to ICE.
If ICE has a detainer, they want them to take custody of them, we will facilitate the transfer of custody, period.
Commissioner Paul Schnell oversees Minnesota's Department of Corrections, including the state's prison system.
Does it feel like the Department of Homeland Security is lying when it says that state authorities are not cooperating?
It is fundamentally false. We cooperate with ICE and ICE detainers. We have, as a matter of policy, done that for a long, long time.
The Department of Homeland Security says roughly 450 criminals have been released into Minnesota's streets. And you say you don't know where that number comes from?
We have no idea where that number comes from. We know that we released 84 people.
To ICE?
To ICE, that were subject to detainers. And so this notion that Minnesota is not honoring federal ICE detainers is utterly untrue.
CBS News reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for clarity. The department responded just moments ago, doubling down on their numbers. They again are asking Minnesota elected officials to honor all ICE detainers. Tony.
Nicole, thank you very much.